I'm Jim Seimas.
And Andrew Matheson for double coverage, our week one preview. We're previewing the Saturday games. We got 4 on the slate, and we're starting with the 1 p.m. Cabrillo season opener.
Los Medanos.
In Pittsburgh, 1 p.m. game. All we know, Cabrillo, like I said, Cabrillo's opener. Los Medanos had a big old loss last week to Hartnell, 41-7.
Now, this game is Pittsburgh in the East Bay, not Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, just so you know.
Yes, the budget does not fit, I don't think, for Cabrillo.
But this is not a travel destination, a luxury getaway.
Neither is Pittsburgh, PA, but...
Yes, it is. Neither here nor there, but Los Medanos 0-1, lost last week, as we previously stated on the Cabrillo preview. They lost to Hartnell 41-7.
Yeah.
Cabrillo doesn't have a game. Does Los Medanos have an edge by at least having a game?
I would imagine, but I don't know what they decided on last week. They had 3 different quarterbacks. They scored 7 points. I mean, obviously there's holes to fill, and there's probably personnel to move around.
And
I'd imagine
those quarterbacks threw 4 interceptions.
Yeah.
So I like some things for the Cabrillo secondary.
Sure.
Hopefully. I mean, they're a pressure defense, so I kind of like Cabrillo, even though they're on the road and playing their first game.
Yeah.
And they're just once again a defensively sound team, and I think with a returning quarterback and Lucas Romanski, that they'll have enough tools to get it done.
Sure, I like Cabrillo as well, and like what you said, I think there's more question marks on Los Medanos right now. Cabrillo's coming in at least with a solid number 1 in Romanski, I think.
Yeah,
we're both going Cabrillo. Next up is our first high school game of the day, 1:30. Soquel, big winners last week, taking on Silver Creek in San Jose. Silver Creek, big losers last week.
Yeah. Silver Creek 37-0 loss to Independence.
Yes, which was 3-7 overall last year.
So
not a good win, not a big morale boosting win.
We're gonna be honest here. We don't know a ton about Silver Creek.
We don't.
Their mascot is the Raiders, and that should tell you enough. Okay? So that said, let's jump over to Soquel and how good they are. Ty Night Move Seeger scored twice last week.
Silver Bullet.
Isaac Moreno did not score, so he could probably go off this week, I'm figuring. And Daniel Fisher, who we probably really haven't praised much.
Fisher King.
The Fisher King went off for 2 touchdowns on 123 yards.
Yeah.
So Soquel looks like it's playing early on, playing some defense and pounding the ball.
Sure. And I think after going to the Jamboree and going to week 1, I kept saying I don't know anything about Soquel. I think I know enough about Soquel at this point.
Can you stop them?
What I do know is a big win this week over Silver Creek.
I like it.
Next up on the slate, Spanish Springs out of Sparks, Nevada. 0-1 in the year is visiting Scotts Valley in California at Scotts Valley High. 2 p.m. on Saturday. Now that what we know about Spanish Springs, that they're ranked in the state, varying between about number 3 we've heard
to number 5, number 15 according to Max Preps.
To number 15. So
right around there.
Nevertheless, they're ranked, which means they're good.
But you know what? It's Nevada. Like in those smaller football states.
Sucks.
You know what I'm saying? You're like, oh, you're ranked in Nevada. You're ranked in Nevada? You're not that good.
There's some good teams in Nevada.
There is.
Okay.
And especially, at least I can speak to that for baseball. And I know there is for football, but I'm just saying it's not as impressive as it sounds. If you're ranked in the CCS or in the LA section, that means something. So
sure. Obviously, California is a much larger state.
Yeah, so I'm saying that Scotts Valley has a chance. A chip in a chair type thing.
Chip in a chair, shot in the dark.
Ryan Sopan, that's for you. But yeah, the Falcons have a shot. They played so well last week, dominated. I think they can hopefully pressure Hunter Freilich and just maybe pound the ball a little bit.
Yeah, Spanish Springs running a read option. Hunter Freilich, the quarterback, can pass. He can run. I think he's a little bit more of a threat running the ball, it sounds like. But obviously what Scotts Valley has going for them is that they're playing at home.
Yes.
They don't have to go across state lines to go play Spanish Springs and Sparks.
To counter myself, Spanish Springs has a big team, I think. They have 13 guys over 200 pounds. 5 of them are over 240, at least according to their roster. So
they're ranked.
They're big boys, but I'm thinking that our Falcons, as in this county's Falcons, take down the big boys.
I'm going to go with Spanish Springs because they're ranked, and I respect the state of Nevada.
I don't. You see their boxing situation?
And our final game, our 4th and final game, Harbor, visiting Pajaro Valley. They're playing at Wattsville High on Saturday night at 7 p.m. Both teams looking to bounce back off losses coming from last week, trying to get the first win of the season.
I have the Pirates being a little bit bouncier this week.
Okay.
I like what they did last week, how they bounced back in the second half to make a moderate game of it, I guess. It wasn't really that good a game, but they fought,
Yeah.
and I think that offensively they're very good, but they need to shore some things up defensively. I think PV might be that team, and I say that because PV doesn't pass incredibly well. Watch, they're going to come out and pass, but you know what I'm saying? I'm not calling them one-dimensional.
No, I know what you mean. I mean,
So-
watching them last week in Santa Cruz, I mean, they fell behind late, or not late, but they fell behind pretty quickly, and they did look to pass quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
But Eddie Medina has a lot of speed and
He can
is
run well.
pretty versatile in that backfield to get around and scramble. I'm going to go with PV.
Okay.
Both teams are looking to kind of both teams made tons of mistakes
Yeah.
last week.
Should be a much better game for both teams.
Yeah, PV, of course, is the penalties, but I expect them to kind of bounce back off of that. I just like the running game with PV, with Cantrell and Eddie Medina, we already mentioned. Miguel Esparza was his name that was actually pretty solid last week, who I had never heard of really coming into before last week. So I expect he's going to have a big game. And, I think PV is going to be fired up playing the home, and I'm going to go with the Grizz.
The Grizz.
The Grizz.
I don't go with the Grizz, but we'll see.
Hey, we survived another show.
Yes, we did.
That's it for this week's edition of Double Coverage, our Saturday preview edition. We'll, of course, have full recaps online and next week for Double Coverage as well. You can check us out online. We're on social media. We're on like way too many social media platforms.
Everything.
We're on Facebook. We're on the Twitter. We're on
Tout.
We're on Tout, which is like a video thing that we're promoting.
We have some appage.
We have some appage. Right now we're on Google Play. We will be shortly coming soon, hopefully, on the App Store. We've applied. We're just waiting for approval. It should come around January.
Sure.
and what else? We have the Google
Facebook
Play,
page. We
Facebook
mentioned
page,
that.
Twitter. We mentioned them all.
You know what we haven't mentioned? The Santa Cruz Sentinel homepage.
We haven't.
And
Stories.
Listen, www.santacruzsentinel /
Are you giving me the
SantaCruzSentinel.com / This guy can spin it. I can't.